Well, today I'm out taking one of the last big runs before the Marine Corps Marathon coming up a week from tomorrow. It'll be the 10th one that I run, and I feel like every one I learn a little something. And today, a couple of things occurred to me that I wanted to capture someplace for myself. First one is this, kind of interesting what I learned running barefoot. Earlier today, I found myself starting to get a little tired out and found that by simply taking smaller steps, I was able to got myself back on pace. Taking smaller steps, increasing the cadence, took less work overall. So it was good feedback to myself for the running. And then I think there's also a kind of a life lesson in there, and certainly a work lesson for me in the business that I'm in, doing enterprise IT, enterprise information technology. Small steps is the key. Define the goal, in my case running my 10th Marine Corps Marathon, and take as small a step as you possibly can to reach for it. There's going to be some natural limits on how small you can make that step. Just like in running, you can't take a half step, you got to take it in steps. But you can certainly take those steps in smaller increments. And anybody that's doing any barefoot running, you know that one of the things that it does, it encourages you to take smaller steps. Otherwise, it becomes very painful for you. And most people that don't make that adjustment cause themselves injury or cause themselves to fail. There's some applicability for that, not just in running, but also in doing enterprise information technology deployments. One of the other things that occurred to me is that lessons like this, I'm not smart enough to really learn that lesson except by discovery. Figure this stuff out sitting on the couch thinking about it. You learn it by doing it. Again, one of the lessons for enterprise IT, you take small steps, learn, adjust, move on. And the third thing that occurred to me that I think has broad applicability beyond running is that you got to have some simple measures in place to be able to make those adjustments. In my case, while I'm running, there's folks that will monitor specifically their heart rate, their pace, monitor all kinds of stuff. My little pea brain while I'm running, I have just one and only one metric that I look at, and that's how far ahead or behind my pace I am. I have one of those fancy GPS watches, but I monitor just one thing on it, and that's how I'm doing relative to my planned pace. Today my pace is 7 minutes and 30 seconds a mile, and the profound lesson I learned about speeding up by taking smaller steps, that came to me when I'd went from being 10 seconds ahead of pace to just 4 seconds ahead of pace. I slowed down the length of my steps, sped up my cadence, and was able to more efficiently run, caught back up on pace. And now as I've been talking, every now and then I'll glance down at my watch, and I'm remaining 15 seconds ahead of my target goal. So if I finish the 6-mile run, I'll cross the finish line 15 seconds ahead of the perfect 7 minute and 30 second pace. Those of you that know my friend Bob Mikowski, one of the best helicopter pilots you'll meet, this lesson about taking smaller steps, it might remind you of something he used to say, that slow is quick and quick is slow. That's a lesson for another day. I'm out.